May the 4th be with you. From our home right now, I do want to point out a few Star Wars items before we head over to Hollywood Studios today. We have an old school one of these tiki mugs with Yoda on it. We have the child, one of the pop figures. We have one of these Lego Star Wars items here, the helmets here. So we have a Stormtrooper and Boba Fett down here. We have a giant Baby Yoda. We have some fun mugs, Chewie in the back. But we kind of have a fun little shelf here. But really the biggest thing is right here. This was sold at last year's May 4th celebration at Hollywood Studios, and they brought it back. I mentioned it in our last video. I was a little upset because I was excited to bring it and kind of have like something unique, but they're selling it again this year. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, we are heading over to Hollywood Studios right now. I just wanted to show you my shelf. As you know, we have been moving and my computer is almost completely set up right now. I've got the mouse pad, a new keyboard. I spent way too much money on it, but it's fantastic. I've never bought a typical keyboard like Razer, Logitech, anything like that. So this is a brand called Wooting, and that's been awesome. Also, I'm swapping my mouse out to a Lamzu mouse is what they call it, as you can see right there. And I've used it before. I love it, super light. Honestly, it's an amazing mouse. So just bought another one of those, again, away from Razer. Either way, really cool that we're getting all settled in here, and I would like to try doing some live streaming stuff maybe every so many weeks from this location, and hopefully that ultimately is something maybe you guys want to see. Maybe we just talk some theme park stuff or kind of a debrief of what's been going on over the past month or something. I don't totally know. Either way, we're gonna go ahead, head over to Hollywood Studios and enjoy a little May 4th Star Wars celebration. So let's get going. Also, I do see that we might be getting some storms, so hopefully that holds off for us just for a little bit longer. We are just pulling up and it is full all the way to the back of parking right now. Oh my gosh, even on the other side too. This is going to be a very, very busy one. I think we lucked out a little bit. We got Mickey 309. Everyone is kind of getting funneled all the way up to the front here, but it is slam packed, like I was saying. It's gonna be exciting, but again, we are here for May 4th. I also wonder how many people here don't realize people come here to celebrate and they're just taking a normal day as a vacationer. So it is about, what is it, 4:30 right now? I think
it's later. Let me look.
I thought it was 4:30 or 5, yeah.
5:30.
But is it 5:30?
Yeah.
Jeez. So yeah, we're here a little late right now, but my thought was we would come in after the major crowds, but you could see a lot of people are still coming into the park right now, so I don't know. We're a little nervous that we're not gonna be able to get in because we don't have a reservation for today, so we had to come after 2, but I don't think we'll get the night. I feel like they've only ever done that one time. I think it was the opening day or something. Also, I'll point out my unintentional fit. So I've got the black and white for Stormtroopers. My shorts are red and black for Darth Vader and the dark side. So I am definitely dark side today. And then my shirt is just the shirt from last year. And I don't know what they're gonna sell this year. I haven't actually seen any of the merch yet. Last year I did get to see a little bit, but yeah, I have last year's shirt on. I actually love it. I wear it all the time. It's super comfortable and a little bit oversized. All right, moment of truth. Are we getting in?
Photo right there.
Thank you.
You're all set.
All right, thank you. Oh, we made it. Let's go. So also we were looking online and we saw that they had the treat at Amaret. So that's at Disney Springs. So there are a few things here at Hollywood Studios as far as treats go. But if we want that specific item that's over at Amaret, so depending.
Cool, that item.
It did. It was a Stormtrooper helmet, but it was a cake. So we're gonna head in. We're gonna do some stuff here. Depending on timing and how everything lines up, we might head over to Springs and go check that out to close the night out. Really gonna depend on how things are going. But either way, let's go ahead and just kind of head over to the Star Wars area. And in general, Galaxy's Edge, I can just already assume it's going to be insanely busy, but I think a lot of people then will just exist in the park. So overall, don't know if we're riding anything today because I'm not sure I'm ready to wait 3 hours for something like Smuggler's Run. Wow, look at Mickey and Minnie's right now. That is an absurdly long line. It says 60 in the app. There's no way. That's easily more than 60.
It's crazy to think that we were just here, Wednesday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
Thursday? And it was
Someday.
we were here this week.
Yeah.
And this probably was a walk-on.
Yeah.
The only difference is like it's Saturday and Star Wars Day.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like Saturday is always going to be a little bit busier, but it's definitely got to be the May 4th crowd. Yeah, that's nuts. Wow. Just so you're aware, everything is 60 minutes plus in the entire park, even going down to Alien Swirling Saucer. So just so you guys are aware, everything is very, very busy. If you do plan on ever visiting for May 4th in the future, just be aware of that. I just want to also let you guys know, we will be doing a lot of Universal content coming up here. I know we've kind of had a few things here and there. We've just been super busy. But we are going to start covering a little bit of Epic Universe just because now we're closer. It's going to be easy to kind of pop over, check in on construction. And there's just a lot of announcements coming out. So you'll start to see that a lot more on the channel as well. We do have plans to go check out Tiana's. They took down a lot of the scrim work that is like on the mountain. A lot of it's kind of coming together. So a lot of big updates that we'll be covering here, kind of like construction stuff. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you guys are informed anytime those videos are released. First things first, I need to get a Ronto wrap because it is, again, like 5:40 now at this point, and I have only eaten a banana today. So I need to get something in my system before we start eating some snacks and kind of existing around. Also, it's definitely warm today, but not the hottest it's ever been, and there's a nice little breeze coming through, so it's actually not too bad. You can definitely see the crowds existing here today. We are finally in, and I wonder if there's any characters kind of moving out and about that wouldn't normally be here, or maybe they're just like coming out in a higher frequency. I think there's some like meet and greets happening kind of over by Star Tours, like the launch bay there. I'll double check when we head that direction a little bit, but for now we're gonna kind of walk around, see what's going on. I know there's some massive lines for a lot of things. I see one right here. Don't know what that's for, so I don't know. Let's go just explore for a little bit. I'm just gonna walk for a second so you guys can see this massive line. I'm gonna go see what it's for. I see them holding a sign at the end here as we are just waddling over. Oh wait, the sign holder's gone. Oh, there it is, end of the line. Let's go see. All right, so this is for Den of Antiquities, not for Ronto. Oh, here we go. They're on about, moving much faster today than normal. Typically, I feel like, don't they just kind of like stroll normally?
I think now, just like look at people, walk up to them, they're on a mission.
Yeah, they're hauling out. Except there's kind of more. Let's go see where they're kind of wandering to. But yeah, this line is for Den of Antiquities, not for the Ronto rep. So I think we're gonna mobile order here. Oh, here they go. They're on the move. On the move, on the move.
Do you wanna...
Maybe their ship's over. Yeah, they're leaving. Also today, the park is open till 10 p.m. and I guess yesterday it was too. And I haven't seen studios past like, I think 9:30 I saw at one point, but not till 10, which is kind of crazy. Also, it is very busy inside of the market area right now. Either way, we did actually do a mobile order here for a Ronto wrap and it was like immediate. So there's pretty much nobody here eating. All right, we're gonna go ahead and eat this quick. Like I said, I have not eaten anything today. Also, I think our sausage is like falling apart and no chips right now. Typically you get the chips here, but again, it's a little loud in here. So what we're gonna do, eat this up and then we'll kind of continue on. But like I said, I just need food. We are finished up with our nice, delicious Ronto wrap, and we are coming over here by the Millennium Falcon just for a minute. I'll see if there's any photo op opportunities here that are unique for the day. Obviously, there are some photo ops you can do just in general. I'm not totally seeing too much right now, but we are gonna go check out the merchandise in just a minute. But let me kind of like peek around. Obviously, a lot more busy down here than normal. At the milk stand this year, they have some new items. So I'm gonna see if I can zoom in here. But they have like a croissant topped with blue and green milk. Like I don't even know what it is, and it has a yuzu passion fruit coconut dipping sauce. Let me see if I can get a little closer. There you go, right there you can see. So for $5.29, you get those like 2 puff pastries. Well, before it gets too late, we're actually gonna head over to the merchandise and go double check that we can get into that. I think all the virtual queues are done since it is getting later. I think, like I said, it should be passed by now. So we're gonna head that direction really quick so you guys can see that in the daylight, and then we'll kind of continue taking a look around. Like I said, there is definitely one treat I want to get. It's got like a cookies and cream base to it, so we'll try that out. Obviously, we got to do the churros. I love the churros. If you guys haven't seen the clip that I had from last year, I don't know why people thought it was so funny. I thought it was like kind of funny, but it kind of blew up in a sort of way. Either way, heading over to merch right now. We are making a quick stop for a second to pick up some popcorn, but we were just notified that the popcorn bucket is all sold out. So that head, that's like the stormtrooper head that's like distressed, is all gone. I think a lot of people are coming here thinking they can get it. We just want to come and get some popcorn because Nicole has her bucket, and we figured let's try the butter and salt one. Obviously, you know, why not for Star Wars? But yeah, I think people are thinking you can get the popcorn bucket here, and it's not sold out. I don't know what time it did, but that's crazy. Our popcorn connoisseur, how is it compared to all of the other popcorn? I feel like we have to be like the most popcorn people on YouTube that come to the park. You know,
I think
feel like
I have to be. I have a bucket for every park in this area. I never not bring it. I never not get it. It's different. I know it sounds crazy, but like these are the kernels with like the little like grain pieces. And these aren't the typical popcorn. They're like lighter and fluffier, and it's fresh. It's really good, but it's not Disney's typical popcorn, and I'm not crazy. Like, I'm certain it's different.
Well, there you go. Not Disney's popcorn. It is Galaxy's Edge popcorn. That's why we are in a land
That's
completely
fair.
different.
We're not
right?
at Disney right now.
We are not. We are amongst the stars. Here is Rise's line, by the way. It says 120, and it is all the way out here. I feel like it would be longer than that, but I don't really know. But this is the first time I've seen it like all the way back here after like 2 or 3 p.m. Because even when we come in the afternoons, it'll be long, but never this long. So obviously, I mean, it's to be expected right now, but they aren't utilizing the switchbacks over here or coming down this aisle. So I don't think it would be quite 3 hours, but I do think it would be a little bit longer than an hour, or what, 2 hours there actually. Now, somebody was asking where the merchandise was for May 4th, and they asked one of the cast members. She actually didn't know, and she was like, oh, well, we have merch kind of all around here. She's like, I'm not sure if you're looking for like this, or this, and they're like, no, the May 4th merch. And she's like, yeah. She's like, it's kind of probably in one of these. So she wasn't actually totally aware. Just so you guys know, it is over here at the Muppet Theater, and I don't know if they'll be doing this every single time, but last year it was like that for the 35th anniversary. It was over here, and now this year it is back over here. So I think they utilize this spot, it's like stage 1 or whatever, for their merchandise. So you're actually not inside of Galaxy's Edge when you're getting it. Just so you guys are aware, it is outside right over here by Muppets. I feel like this is like deja vu because I just did this, but yeah, so we're coming in this direction over here to stage 1, and then we'll go ahead and show you all of the May 4th merchandise now. Just so you guys are aware, again, it's like 6 p.m. right now. If you come in the morning, the virtual queue is like 3 hours plus long, if not longer sometimes. So a little tip of mine is just wait until like the afternoon or evening and you can get in no problem. However, there's a chance that things could be sold out like they were the other day. However, let's go ahead and start checking out some of the merch. So we have a hat here, and it's kind of stuck on the hook, and they are going for $30. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be kind of similar to the 35th for pricing, but it's kind of like that like original look. I feel like C-3PO looks a little weird, to be honest, a little, I don't know, cartoony versus like the movie style, where R2 definitely looks like the classic. Up here we can see the shirts, and it looks like we have a long sleeve this year. I don't think we had that one last year. And it looks like it's like, yeah, it's like embroidered on there. So you have embroidered here and then like screen printed there. It definitely gives off like more like the cartoon style versus the movie style, which is definitely interesting. But I like that it's embroidered, but that's probably gonna be a little heavy, but it looks pretty good. And then right here you can see the kids shirt here. And same design, everything, except this is not embroidered. This is kind of all screen printed there. So kind of interesting to see that. And then maybe this is the adult, so they just have a bigger size and a smaller size, it kind of looks like. I'm not too certain if there is any difference here between the kids and the adult. We do, however, have the 187th Legion Clone Trooper helmet, and I think it was $100. I think I saw online. I think it was $99.99. Let's see if we can see. I don't know. I'm 99% sure, as I'm saying 99 a lot here, but I'm pretty sure this is $100 here. And then we have some like little figures here, which is kind of interesting that they sell like these pieces, because I don't believe these are specific to May 4th. I think they just kind of put them in here to kind of like sell them, I think. Nicole grabbed this for us here. Anything on the back?
No.
No, so just kind of a basic long sleeve here with that embroidery, like we said. So it is all of this like stitching here. The only thing screen printed is the middle, and I appreciate that because screen printing can be really heavy. So I think if they screen printed that giant thing, it would have been weird. But I feel like that would make it a little bit more expensive. So how much are these? 55. I think that was That's probably pretty on par, right? For like a long sleeve, 55 bucks.
Well, I feel like the Spirit jerseys are like closer to 70.
Yeah.
So I think these are a little bit cheaper, but I don't just see long sleeves. So I feel like this isn't too bad if shirts are like 40.
No, especially, you know, it could be a patch, to be honest, because I don't know. But either way, yeah, 55 on that. So I am seeing over there, I see Boba Fett. If there's a shirt with Boba Fett on it, I would take it. I don't really love the design that I'm seeing with the C-3PO and R2, so I'm gonna go check that out. So that's what I'm talking about up there. And again, it could be Mando, it could be Boba Fett. I think it's Boba. I can't totally see, like there's a little bit of a glare from me. So maybe you guys can tell a little bit better. But there is no shirt for it. So all it is the same shirt that we showed you just a second ago. And I think these are the kids though. So right next to us, we do have oh, here we go. Let's say I see these like little tumblers over here. 28 for these. And you actually have May the 4th on there. So that's actually kind of cool. I think it's actually like fully printed on there. It's not like a sticker. So I gotta appreciate that because I feel like sometimes they just slap a sticker and call it a day. Well, that's pretty nice actually. I feel like the cup isn't corksicle though, is it? I don't think so. So maybe a little less quality on that one. However, again, then you get a little bit cheaper. So it's 28 instead of like, I don't know, I feel like those corksicles are like 40 bucks. Is the shirt 35? Oh, 22. So
That's
this
cheap.
is the kids though. So 22 for a kid's shirt. We have some pins here. Oh, look, we have the kind of like Boba Fett there as well. And 45.
Wow.
Where would you want? Put that one back. Here's another pin. Let's see what the price on this one is. And that is 18. So that's what they were the other day. You kind of have the whole crew here. A little bit more affordable for that one, and it does say it there. And then you actually have a different design where it's just R2 and C-3PO, and that is also 18. So kind of interesting that you can either get the full crew or you just get the two of them. So not too much variation between the two. Yeah, it's still the same one. So you just get more droids or just the two of them. We have some plushes here. Oh, it's actually really soft.
Oh, that
Isn't
is
it?
soft. Wow.
Should we get it for the cats?
They're not gonna care.
Rip up
Should we get
BB-8?
Are they into stuffy? Should we get it for your desk? Little.
Maybe we should. I like this actually. Oh, what are these, Nicole?
Ooh, give me it.
We love our randoms.
I don't care what set it is.
That's
I
actually,
just want to open
I
them.
was gonna say, it's actually a decent set there with the characters. I wonder if there's
They're
like a mystery
all
one.
cute.
Aren't they? So you have Kylo, let's see. We have Rey, Lieutenant Beck, and then the First Order Stormtrooper. So that's actually a pretty decent one. And so they're wishable, so they're squishy, right?
Yeah, they're like this feel.
Yeah, that's fun.
Can we get one?
How much are they?
Oh God.
Oh, it doesn't say. That's
Didn't
dangerous.
say.
Here's the Starbucks cup here. This is pretty nice. It's actually decently big. 28 for that one, so I feel like it's pretty affordable.
I know who this is.
You know
You can
who?
feel
Oh,
the bun.
you can feel.
Yeah,
You
feel
feel
right
Rey?
there. Is that
Oh,
her bun on top?
let's feel.
Right there?
Oh yeah,
That has to be her button, right?
that's Rey. Yeah. Do we
want-
want Rey? I don't want Rey. I don't think. I think I want Kylo. I would take Lieutenant Beck, just because I mean Lieutenant Beck,
What
right?
is he, like a walrus?
Yeah, he's a walrus. Either way, yeah, a lot of kind of like the old school iconic things here for Star Wars, not too much of like the new stuff, which is kind of fun here. So I like this cup. Again, I don't use them enough, so I wouldn't get it myself, but it is a Starbucks version as well, so if you guys are collectors, always a nice little touch there. Also, they do have like a metallic tumbler. That one looks like a little bit more, I don't know, like sticker based, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. I think if I were to get one, I would get this one, but again, I don't use them enough. I feel like I use the same like 2 cups. Well, it looks like these are all the shirts here, so it is the same as the kids. And like I said, I don't really love that design, so I don't think I'm gonna pick it up this year. I really like last year's design, so I'm gonna pass on it. But either way, it is here, and I'm gonna guess they might have some extras at some point. And I don't remember if they sell them like locally in one of the stores or how that works, but I mean, they are coming off the shelves. They also did have like a unique hilt. I think it might have been in the Den of Antiquities, which is what the line was there for. But either way, we are not getting that. We are picking up 2 of these wishables, however, though. Oh, is that it right there? Back there, Darth Maul's? I think that's what it was. All right, are you guys ready to see who we opened? So again, here was the wishables. We just opened 2 of them. And we had Kylo, Rey, Lieutenant... Oh, I got chocolate on me. There's chocolate right here. Beck and the Stormtrooper. And again, we wanted Kylo and Beck so we could see. We did get Kylo, and I feel like he looks a little different. He doesn't have like the red cheeks there. I don't know. It's not too bad, but yeah, I think it's a little different, but it's okay. I like him still. And then our other one. So did we get back? And the reveal? We did. Pretty easy to feel on these ones, to be honest. He's got this very like narrow head, so pretty easy to tell. There's like ones with like really big heads, so you could definitely tell it was one of those two.
You can feel her bun.
Yeah, you could feel the bun on Ray, and with the Stormtrooper, it was a little bit more of a rounded head. With him, it was like much wider, so I feel like it was really easy to tell.
Dillon's really good at feeling through the packages, though. Like, it's his hidden talent. He's gifted.
I'm pretty good at it. So we did get the 2 that we wanted. So I feel like if we wanted all 4, I could definitely go back and pick them up. But we like these for now. Those are the 2 we were going for. Okay, next up, we are coming right here behind us, basically, to pick up these Star Wars churros. Last year, they were rock hard. This year, let's go ahead and see how they are. We're getting them a little bit earlier in the day. So let's go ahead and pick up a red and blue one. Maybe have a little battle. There's a number of locations that you could pick up these churros from, but we are going to the one that was right here. I think there's a few up in like the center area, kind of by Mickey and Minnie's. I think there was one over by like Toy Story, like right as you come in, almost like Pixar. So, but this one's closest, so we're just gonna do this one. Plus they have a bunch of them, so I'm hoping they're fresh. They're a little hard. We just got done taking a thumbnail. It's kind of funny, but this one was hard. This one's hard too. Which one's harder? The blue?
The blue.
Oh my god, I was gonna say this one was so hard.
Oh,
all right, well,
but they're good.
I was say the flavor's actually pretty good on them, but yeah, they're hard again this year.
Rock hard.
Yeah. So I swear that they had different flavors. I think I said the red tasted better. So Nicole goes, really? She didn't believe me. So we're about to do a blind taste test, and I'm gonna see which one I like more, or if they even taste any different.
Okay.
Pop her in. I'm gonna look so weird.
Don't look. Close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then cleanse your palate with the water.
Immediately thinking that's the blue already.
Why?
I don't know. I'll find out. Those are like chewy. They're so hard, especially after we had the ones from the other day.
I know.
They taste pretty similar.
It's crazy.
Did you give me the same one?
I did not, I promise.
That's the red, the other one's the blue.
100% promise?
Yeah.
Well, you're a cheater.
Oh, I knew it. I think there's a different flavor.
I want to play.
I think there's a different flavor. Well, what do you know? No cheats. There's a very, and maybe it is the same sugar. Maybe it's like a size thing. I don't know. Or maybe there's more on one versus the other, and that's all I'm tasting. There's almost this like slight almost aftertaste or something that I'm getting. It's probably like red 40 in the red one that I'm eating. Oh no! Oh, it tastes so good. Nicole just tried off camera. Did you think there was a different flavor? And which one did you prefer?
The red.
The red. I
the
told
red
you.
almost tastes like a little vanilla-y. Where
Maybe.
the blue's more cinnamony.
Well, either way, I said I like the red one more, and you thought I was crazy. Just saying. So if you come to Galaxy's Edge during May 4th, get the red churro. So let me tell you a little bit about my history with Star Wars, because in all honesty, I'm not the largest Star Wars fan. I'm not like in love with Star Wars. I like it. I've seen all 9 of the films by this point. I've seen season 1 of The Mandalorian. I haven't seen season 2. I think I watched the first episode of season 2. And I've watched like a few small things here and there, but overall, like, I'm by no means like this diehard, Lucasfilm / Star Wars, any of that. Like, I like it. I'm not obsessed with it. But the first ones came out, I think, in like April or May, I believe. And I just kind of like watched them as they kind of released. But 7, 8, 9 all came out like right around my birthday. Lord of the Rings, I actually watched a lot of those like right around my birthday too. I would have like a little birthday party when I was younger, and I would go to the movies to see the Lord of the Rings movies, because they all released, like, my birthday is December 18th. And I think episode 7 was December 18th. One of them was on my birthday, and the other was like the 15th and the 20th. They were all right around then, so I always was able to go like right around my birthday to go see these movies. So I always saw them early, at least 7, 8, 9. But like I said, the older ones were just kind of, I would just watch them as they released. But I feel like it was kind of like a little bit of a special memory there. However, again, I don't want to like make it seem like I'm like obsessed with Star Wars and people are like, fake fan or whatever. It's like, no, I like it. I'm not obsessed with it. And that's kind of where I stand. I think it's all awesome. I think the world is awesome. I love the character creation. And I just think they've done so much with it now that I'm kind of like, kind of like Marvel, where it's like, there's so many things to try and follow. I feel like sometimes it just gets hard. And it's like, I feel like now there's like 9 different spin-off shows. There's so many things to follow. And it's like, the movies, very easy to follow, right? Then it's like, okay, well, there's a show. Well, now there's another show. And now there's another show. And you're like, oh boy. So it goes a little too deep for me. And that's how it was with Marvel. It was like early on with Marvel, I was watching things. Then they started to release like 9 different movies for every different character. And then they started doing shows. And I'm like, ooh, it's a little exhausting. You know what I mean? So just so you know kind of where I stand with Star Wars. I really like it, but again, I'm not like super obsessed by any means, but it's something that I think I'll always cherish just because of like my childhood. And then you have Nicole, who she's only seen the one and she fell asleep in theaters.
Oh, it was
episode
a very
9.
late showing after a very long day of work. You cannot hold that against me.
Well, either way, that was the one. I think it was episode 9 as well.
Whatever Rhea and the guy kiss, but they're like siblings, so it was like frowned upon. I don't know.
Hey, isn't that all of them at some point?
Look at this little squirrel. He's eating right underneath us right now. Look at him. I would pet him, but I feel like they bite. Also, he doesn't love popcorn. I feel like he likes pretzel or something. Oh, he's gone. So we're gonna head around the corner to go look at some stuff here, but I just wanted to show you some of the times. So Smuggler's Run is at 70, Rise is at 1:30. Some of the shows are closed. So if you want to meet some stars, 35 minutes, but even Mickey and Minnie's 70 there, Tower 70. So definitely some long lines. Star Tours, I guess, is only 20, but now Aliens Rolling Saucers are down to 30, Slinky 90. So it's a lot of busy lines here right now. Typically this goes down right around this time when it's a non-busy time of the year, but obviously May 4th, things are a little bit more stressful. So we're gonna go look at one more thing, then we might get out of here just because I don't think we're gonna be able to ride anything right now. And there are still a few more things we have left to do. We're just about done unpacking, but there are just a few more small things. What is the correct way to watch Star Wars? Because I was talking to Nicole about it. She's only seen the one, and I don't think we can even consider that seeing it at that point because I think she did. I think she slept through probably 80% of that movie. But would you do 1 through 9, or would you go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9? What do you guys think? What's the correct way to watch it? I guess like if you had to like get something out of me, I guess I would say start from the original. So like 4, 5, 6, just because like you'd watch the progression of like CGI and things like that. I don't know. I don't think I care that much, but what is it? Do you think there's a correct way to watch it? Also, another funny little story. So I told you the new Star Wars came out around my birthday. The other thing that I used to see all the time for my birthday was Lord of the Rings. I loved Lord of the Rings. They were always released right around December 18th. And for my birthday, the second one came out on my birthday, and I had a party for it. And we went, and I think I brought like 4 or 5 friends. And one of my friends was so afraid of the orcs in the second Lord of the Rings, if you guys know what I'm talking about, that he like was like freaking out. And my dad like left the theater with him because he didn't like it. So I felt a little bad, but I was also like, I don't know, I guess I didn't expect that, but it was kind of interesting. And it's like a memory I'll never forget. And it's like the one thing I remember of watching the movies in theaters, because I watched all of them in theaters. But that was the one that I do remember. Like my one friend, he was like freaked out. Those orcs really got to him. But you know what? I feel like there was decent like costuming, or maybe they did a little bit of CGI for like back then, because those were old movies. Okay, so we are heading over here to the launch bay. I don't know if it's even open still at this point, but we are coming over here. I feel like I never even see like characters really over here existing. Maybe they are. So they did have the meet and greets here earlier, and they are no longer here. We are roped off, so we cannot go checking stuff out, but you can see right there, there's like a giant poster. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. So if you guys haven't, there are some like little Star Wars things back here, but yeah, it's closed right now. I was hoping maybe we could get that. I also see that it says that the character meet and greets over here are done at 5. So again, we get here typically anywhere between 4 and 5, and we don't typically come here. So I guess that makes a little bit more sense that I don't really ever see the characters out here. I think I saw them one time, and I think we came here like on a weekend early enough to be able to see them. Also, if you're interested though, there's bathrooms over here that I feel like are never ever busy. So if you ever notice there's like lines at other ones, feel free to come over here, tucked away in the corner, bathrooms. Look at this, there's hula hooping going on.
Go, Nicole. Hula hoop. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. She said she doesn't know how to hula hoop. Come on, I believe in you.
Does it get in the way?
I don't know. Woo! Come on. Come on. Oh no.
All right.
I believe. Woo! Do we need to go to YouTube? Come on. Oh, yeah, that's why. It's the hoodie getting in the way. This is the one. Woo! You're just shaking. You're not even trying. Oh my god. Let me see it.
All right, Dylan's gonna show off. Oh, Dillon knows how to hoop. I can't even talk bad about it because he's showing me up hardcore right now. Oh wow, we're getting fancy.
I'm a hooper, baby.
Woo!
Pretty good. So, just so you could see, by the way, there's Mickey and Minnie's still a line out wrapped around in the switchbacks. So I think, again, we're probably gonna wrap it up. I was gonna maybe still go over to Springs, but I'm also a little nervous that we might get storms, but it feels really good out right now. There's a nice little cold breeze and like the sun's just going down. It's like perfect weather right now. But either way, I guess it was a little bit of a shorter video. Again, just kind of coming and hanging out. I feel like it was kind of like the 35th. You know, we came, said hey, checked some stuff out. Obviously, didn't get to ride a ride today, but the line's way more busy than they were then. But we got to try some food and hang out and just kind of like hang out in the Star Wars area. It was just so busy. And I think they're doing a lightsaber meetup tonight, which would be kind of cool. But again, like, I don't even own a lightsaber. I think it'd be cool to get one and kind of like hang it up, but I don't even know whose I would get or like what design I would do. Maybe like Yoda. I love Yoda, but I don't really know. Either way, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It was actually a nice little relaxing day here. We have a lot of stuff coming up here. Tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo. I don't even know what we're doing for that, but we have a lot of coverage like I was mentioning earlier. So if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks again for being here with us at Hollywood Studios, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.